Well, I want to welcome in a couple of guests to the show. First is my friend Mark Harder, St. Louis County Councilman, who I just hung up on. The second one is Mike Lablomk. Mike, let me lock you in while we try to get Mark Harder back on the phone. I don't like him very much anyway, so we'll just talk to you. Mike is the American Legion commander for St. Louis County, and we'll get Mark back on here in a minute. But Mike, how are you doing?
Excellent.
Well, I'm glad
Thanks for having us on.
Well, I'm glad I could get you on here, and I see that Mark is calling back in right now, even as we speak. So we'll get him back on the air here in a minute. What you're doing this weekend, starting tomorrow, is really to commemorate what Memorial Day is all about.
That's correct, Mark. This is the 50th year commemoration of the Vietnam War. Now, in typical government fashion, it's actually going to be celebrated over 5 years. So
Nice.
it's currently going on.
Yeah.
But this is the first time that we have been able to do this. So what we're doing is over 100 hours of honor, we will be avowing the 58,300 plus military members who were killed in action or succumbed from wounds received in combat action and are certified by the Department of Defense. And they're on the wall in Washington, D.C.
Okay. And the point is to spend, gosh, how many hours is that going to take you between Thursday and Monday reading these names?
Depending on the pace of the reader, I could probably get it done in about 60 hours, but we've got a lot of people coming in, and people, it takes a while to amp up. But we estimate it'll take about 100 hours.
Wow. Well, obviously what you need to pull off something like that would be volunteers and people who are willing to come out and give 45 minutes or an hour of their time and take turns reading some of these names.
Well, once the name is avowed, it'll be last name, first name, rank, and branch of service, just like Department of Defense record. Then it'll be followed by a bell ring.
Okay.
And then the next one, and it'll go in chronological order from the first man who was killed in 1956, and it'll go to, they're adding some names this year that we don't have availability to yet, but our list is from the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Foundation, so it's a great list, and what we need is people to come out and help us read or ring the bell, or just come out and watch.
Where's it going to be again, Mike?
Okay. Sylvan Springs Park is right across the street from Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery.
Okay.
So if you go Highway 270 to 255 and you get off at Telegraph, there's big red signs that will guide you to Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery.
And it's
just
right
before you get there, there'll be a row of American flags, and that's the park across the street. And we're in the Ordnance Shelter, which is an old WPA project, and we'll be there on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we'll move to an adjoining shelter on Sunday and Monday morning.
Okay. We've got County Councilman Mark Harder on the phone with us. Mark, I inadvertently hung up on you. My apologies, young man. How are you?
Oh, sure.
I'm sorry about that,
great
but
to be on your show, Mark.
But Mike Lablomk has done a great job so far from the American Legion, and thank you for your effort to try to get the word out here. We need to get as many groups as we can who are willing to go out there and volunteer. Is there a way for them to schedule their appearance with you guys? Is there a way for them to get a hold of you?
Absolutely. There's a phone number that they can text or call.
Okay.
And that phone number is 314-456-2361.
All right, I'll
It
put that on.
will probably not be answered, but leave a voicemail or a text, and we'll get back with you.
Okay.
We are especially needing people in what we call the vampire hours from midnight to 06 in the morning. That usually is the time that great things happen. It's very haunting to hear the names, the bell ring, and then the, let's call it the quietness of night. You'll be looking across the street at the headstones over in Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery. So it kind of brings it all together.
Well, we're going to put that up on our website, and we'll tweet it out as well. That phone number, 314-456-2361. And I just think this is a great effort. Mark, what you've kind of been helping them sound the alarm and get some folks out there to support them.
Yes, Mark. What originally happened is that the American Legion came to me and asked me if there was a way we could have this at the county park or a county park, and we determined that Sylvan Springs would be a good one because it's right across the street from Jefferson Barracks. So we set that up in cooperation with our county parks department, and they have accommodated us, and they are helping us with the audio and having the shelter and for security, especially for overnight. So anybody that wants to come overnight, there'll be plenty of people there and plenty of security if necessary, and it shouldn't be a problem. But it's a great park, and it's very impressive and very moving to be part of this type of event, which is, from what I heard, has never happened in St. Louis County before. And this will be a great event for all families. And I don't know if Mike said that we're looking for families of veterans. It doesn't necessarily have to be the veterans of the Vietnam era. This could be a good father and son event. If they could come and read these names, or father and family, all of that would be great to see these folks come out and honor these veterans that have been forgotten many times throughout the years, and we need to remember these folks.
Mike, one last time, when are you hoping to get started tomorrow?
We are starting at sunrise, 0540.
All right.
For civilians, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, good. I tell you,
about 20 to 6.
Yeah, I will put this number out there again, 314-456-2361, 314-456-2361. We'll put it up on our website there at 971talk.com/Cox. It's going to take place at Sylvan Springs Park across from Jefferson Barracks Cemetery. They're going to be reading thousands and thousands of names of the war dead from the Vietnam era, largely, and you can turn out. They need your help to get this done. They're going to be there from tomorrow morning through Monday reading these names, and anytime you can help out, call that number, text it, and get your information to them. Mike Lablomk, Mark Harder, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Mark.
You so much.
All right.
It's open to anybody. Anybody can come out.
Very good. You guys have a great weekend. Appreciate you joining us. That's outstanding. Tony Colombo, how are you?
I'm well, sir. How are you?
Good. I'm doing fine.